Just got to a work, so I'm about to be parked for a second. Before that though, we'll do a pre-funk, a little sermon. Got my hot coffee for later. Excuse me. It'll cool off. And then it'll be lukewarm in time for my second shift. But then I went and got a cold coffee for my way to my first shift from Convergence Coffee in Granite Falls. Anyways, so it's Friday. I'm doing the usual. I'm supposed to be at work, so I found some work. At this moment, I don't have a full-time job, and even though I have applied to a couple spots, I was also low-key hoping that they would not call me back, and they haven't. But I have a part-time gig, and I have a few people that are calling me for mobile work, and the spring is only getting started. I'm pretty optimistic. I'll get that set up. I went to court for my baby mama drama. They issued a protection order because I got into a fight with her boyfriend, and yeah, shit, they are protected, which is okay with me because I'm not too keen on seeing them either. However, for the moment, I have to see my kid through a supervised visit, so we're gonna have to arrange for that. That's inconvenient. But all that to say is, I thought I was gonna deal with my legal stuff and then move towns, but I have to do some domestic violence classes now, and I have to still try to see my kid. I don't think I'm gonna go through with trying to rearrange child custody, just because I think she's, for the most part, taking care of my kid. Okay, so I don't want to try to get him and try to have to figure it out, right? So for now, I can't see him as much, and it's got to be supervised, which also plays to my advantage because I no longer want to be trapped every time I pick up and drop off my kid, right? I no longer want to be stuck in emotional battles and heated arguments whenever we exchange kids. It's not healthy for the kid, but it's also not what I'm about, you know? I don't just go around arguing with females. That's one of the quickest ways to waste your time. It's like arguing with a woman about the matter of the heart or emotions is just not for me. So I usually don't. However, sometimes you got to. Anyways, so I'm getting pre-funked to go to do this work thing. This phone is quite high. Let's see. Let's say something productive. It's Friday. It's super sunny. I'm glad I didn't start working at 8 a.m. It's about noon. I'm gonna start. Granted, I'll finish probably like 8 or 10 p.m. today, just because it's Friday, and I somehow on Fridays you seem to have extra energy to go hang out after work. Well, I use that extra energy to keep working, so usually seems cool. And then tomorrow I get to wake up with no hangover, kind of sober, with enough energy to give it one more day of effort. On Sundays, although I'd like to relax, I usually do stuff, and then I also hit the gym so that this extra energy that I don't have, I can make. So when you go to the gym and you work out, especially when you're tired, somehow you create extra energy out of yourself. So that's why I like the gym. I haven't been going for a few weeks, but this morning I hit a couple push-ups because this is just too soft. I skipped like a couple weeks of gym because my thumb kind of hurts. I got a boo-boo, and well, I just been sore. I just been depressed, distracted, and snacking and chilling, you know. So it kind of how that works. So when you fall off some disciplines, you are, it shows. However, I've been using this extra no gym time to actually go and work instead of hanging out at home making content. Making content is all cool and stuff, but it's my free contribution to the world. And sometimes I lose friends, I lose job opportunities, I lose connections. It's to my detriment to be going around and being honest in public when there's a lot of eggshells and power that we have to observe, right? So when I was speaking to the judge, I was like, oh, 1 second, I'm talking to a judge. So I had to adjust myself and be like, okay, you do kind of have quite significant authority over me to make a few judgments that will affect me and make me do stuff, right? Which also made me discover or participate in this family court money thing, right? So now I have to do classes, now I have to arrange for a spot, rent the spot, and there's just a little bit more court fees, right? So stuff gotta be lubricated. I guess I'm good for the economy after all. But yes, the goal of this video is I was gonna try to move to a different city, my goodness. But now I can't. Now I have to reestablish a foundation where I'm at and then plant a business, start a life, start a foundation, and then hopefully raise up a couple young dudes who will have some values and some standards, right? So okay, so I can't see one of my kids as often as I like. It's a little bit disheartening, right? But not to sound corny, but if I take this time to do some more self-improvement, in addition to the self-improvement I've been doing, maybe he'll still get a better version of me, right? So we'll see, kiddo. But I think I'm a pretty decent version of a dad, and he's getting my best efforts. So court stuff included. Anyways, I do feel like some of the stuff that's happening is productive. Overall, for my story, for the picture that I'm trying to paint of these people, there's just a lot of productive stuff happens, and personal business is personal business. So I'm gonna refrain from that part, and then I'm legally signed up to shut the hell up about I don't know, possibly my gory details, right? So I can't be over here trying to defame these people because I think they did me wrong, or I think they're bad people, or harass them, or try to beat them up, or whatever, right? So okay, I hear you, sure. I do have a life, so if you're watching me hoping to trap me in my own words, I do have a life. I'm sharing my perspective. I do have opinions. I do have a lot of words that I know, and hopefully I'll try not to harass you. But if the shoe fits, and I'm talking about a subject of dealing with crappy individuals, then the shoe fits, you know? So you can be as flattered as you'd like. And then for the people that are not my ex-wife and the partner, I'm sorry if I offend you. Sometimes I do speak the truth, and the truth hurts and it sucks, and the truth teller is hated, and I feel all of that. So, and yet I still do it. Oops. All right, have a good day. It's Friday, looks kind of sunny. Enjoy your day and the weekend and the weekend after that and the rest of your life. Fuck it, all of it. Enjoy all of it.